English Rise Podcast.
Easy listening and speaking practice. Have you ever studied English for many years, but still felt nervous when speaking? You open your mouth, you know the idea in your head, but somehow the sentence doesn't come out smoothly.
Oh yes, that moment is very familiar for many learners. You know the grammar, you know the vocabulary, you even understand the teacher very well. But when it's time to talk, the words seem to hide from you.
If you've ever experienced this, please don't worry. You are absolutely not alone. Today, we're exploring a question many learners quietly wonder about. Why do many Chinese learners struggle with spoken English? And more importantly, how can you fix it step by step? Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the English Rise podcast. I'm Emma.
And I'm Alex. Thank you so much for pressing play today and choosing to spend a few minutes improving your English with us.
Before we begin, we want to say something very important. This episode is not about blaming anyone or criticizing any education system.
Exactly. Our goal today is to understand the learning journey more clearly, so every English learner can move forward with more confidence and less frustration.
And honestly, while we are talking about Chinese learners today, many of these challenges are shared by English learners all around the world. So wherever you are listening from, this episode is for you. Let's start with a simple observation. Many Chinese students begin learning English very early, sometimes from primary school, sometimes even earlier. They spend many years studying, many hours memorizing, many exams testing grammar and vocabulary.
Yes, and if you look at their test scores, many students perform very well. On paper, their English knowledge looks strong and solid.
That's right. In fact, many Chinese learners are excellent at reading English texts, writing structured sentences, understanding grammar rules, passing written exams. But when it comes to speaking, it often feels much more difficult.
And this gap between knowledge and speaking ability can feel very frustrating. Many learners ask themselves, I studied for so many years, so why is speaking still so hard? One of the biggest reasons is the speaking environment. In many parts of China, students grow up mostly surrounded by other Chinese speakers in their daily life.
Yes, this means opportunities for real, natural English conversation are relatively limited. Most English exposure happens inside the classroom, not in everyday life situations.
And speaking is very different from reading or listening. Speaking is a real-time skill. Your brain must understand, organize, and produce language quickly.
Exactly. Speaking is like a muscle. If you don't use it regularly in real conversations, it develops more slowly.
This is why many students who move abroad improve speaking faster. Suddenly, the environment forces them to use English every day.
But the good news is, even if you are not living abroad, you can still create your own speaking environment. And we'll talk about how very soon. Another important factor is the strong exam focus in many learning systems. In many classrooms, English learning is closely connected to test performance.
Which means students naturally spend a lot of time on memorizing vocabulary lists, studying grammar rules, practicing reading comprehension, preparing for written exams.
And while these skills are valuable, they don't automatically create speaking fluency. Sometimes the speaking practice in class looks like this. The teacher says, "Repeat after me." And the whole class reads the same sentence together.
This can help pronunciation a little. But real conversation doesn't work like that. In real life, People interrupt, people speak at different speeds, people change topics suddenly.
Exactly. Real communication is dynamic and unpredictable. That's why learners need interactive speaking practice, not only repetition. Now, let's talk about something very important, the emotional side of speaking. Many Chinese learners, especially in their first year abroad, feel shy or anxious about speaking English.
Yes, and this is extremely common. Inside their mind, many thoughts appear at the same time. What if I make mistakes? What if my accent sounds strange? What if people don't understand me?
And when the brain is busy worrying, it has less energy for speaking smoothly. Fear can literally slow down your language processing.
So sometimes the problem is not vocabulary, it's not grammar, it's confidence. But here is something we really want every listener to hear clearly. This is not a problem of intelligence.
Not at all. Chinese learners and learners everywhere are absolutely capable of becoming fluent English speakers.
In most cases, the challenge comes from training style, limited speaking exposure, and confidence barriers.
And the wonderful news is, all three of these can be improved with the right habits. Solution 1. Create daily speaking moments. If you don't have a natural English speaking environment, don't wait for one. Create your own. Here are some simple but powerful methods. Talk to yourself in English while doing daily tasks. Record short voice messages about your day. Join online language exchange communities. Practice regular short conversations with friends.
Many learners think they need 1 full hour of practice. But honestly, even 10 minutes of real speaking every day can create powerful progress over time. Consistency is more important than intensity. Small daily speaking builds automatic confidence.
Solution 2. Activate vocabulary.
Consistency is more important than intensity. Small daily speaking builds automatic confidence. For example, if the word is busy, you can say, I am busy this morning. Work was busy yesterday. Next week will be busy.
Perfect! This moves vocabulary from passive memory into active speaking ability. Solution 3. Build confidence step by step. If speaking feels scary, don't jump directly into big conversations. Climb what I call the confidence ladder. Step 1. Speak to yourself. Step 2. Record your voice. Step 3. Speak with one supportive friend. Step 4. Join small group conversations.
Confidence grows through action, not waiting. Every small speaking moment tells your brain, I can do this.
If you are a Chinese learner listening today, or honestly, any English learner, please hear this from us. Struggling with speaking is extremely normal.
You are not behind. You are not bad at English. You are simply in the process of building fluency, one step at a time.
In fact, let me share a real story that might encourage you. I once met a Chinese professional who moved abroad for work. He was very hardworking and technically skilled, but there was one challenge. His company was mostly Chinese.
Ah, so even though he was living overseas, his daily environment was still mostly Chinese speaking?
Exactly. At the office, meetings were in Chinese, lunch conversations were in Chinese. Even after work, many of his close colleagues preferred to speak Chinese together. So his English speaking didn't improve as quickly as he expected.
I think many listeners can relate to that situation. Sometimes you move abroad, but your comfort zone moves with you.
That's right. But here's what made the difference. Instead of waiting for the perfect environment, he decided to create his own practice opportunities.
Oh, I like where this is going. What did he do?
He started very small. First, he practiced speaking to himself during his daily commute. Then he began ordering food in English, even when it felt a little uncomfortable. Later, he joined a local language exchange group on weekends.
That takes real courage, especially at the beginning.
Yes, and at first he spoke slowly. Sometimes he searched for words. Sometimes he made grammar mistakes. But he kept showing up. Week by week, something changed. His listening became faster, his sentences became smoother, and most importantly, his fear became smaller.
That's the key transformation right there. Not perfection first, confidence first.
Exactly. Today, he still works in a mostly Chinese-speaking company. But now he can comfortably chat with international colleagues, join mixed language meetings, and even make new foreign friends.
And it all started with small, brave practice moments.
So, if your environment is not perfect right now, don't wait. Create small speaking opportunities wherever you are, because fluency doesn't only grow from location, it grows from consistent action.
Every fluent English speaker you admire today once paused to search for simple words.
The difference is, they kept practicing. And you can too.
Here is your small but powerful challenge for today. Before you sleep tonight, speak English for 5 minutes. Just 5. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be fast. It just has to happen.
And to help you succeed, let us give you some simple but effective tips you can start using immediately. First, try to find your best time of day to practice. For many learners, early morning works beautifully. Your mind is fresh, your environment is quiet, and your brain is more ready to absorb new language.
Yes, even just 2 or 3 minutes of speaking practice in the morning can set a very positive tone for the whole day. You might try saying simple sentences like, "Today will be a busy day. I'm going to practice my English. I feel more confident today." Small morning practice builds strong speaking habits.
Second, don't practice alone all the time. If possible, find people around you to speak with. This could be a friend, a family member, a classmate, or an online language partner. Real conversation trains your brain much faster than silent study.
And remember, your speaking partner doesn't need to be perfect. You are practicing communication, not perfection. Even short, simple conversations are very powerful.
Third, connect English with something you already enjoy. Try listening to news, trends, or topics that genuinely interest you in English. For example, technology news, travel videos, business updates, or even entertainment clips. When the topic is interesting, your brain stays more engaged and curious.
And here is one of our favorite techniques, shadow speaking. This method is extremely effective for building fluency.
Shadow speaking is simple. You listen to a short English sentence and immediately repeat it out loud, trying to match the rhythm and tone. For example, you hear, "I'm working on my English every day." You repeat, "I'm working on my English every day."
This trains 3 things at the same time: listening, pronunciation, and speaking speed. It's like a full workout for your English.
So tonight, choose just one of these methods. You don't need to do everything at once. Just start small and stay consistent.
Because small daily speaking builds real confidence, and real confidence builds fluency.
We believe in your progress, step by step. If today's episode helped you see your English journey more clearly, we truly love to hear from you. What is your biggest speaking challenge right now? Is it vocabulary, confidence, or finding someone to practice with? Tell us in the comments. We read every single one.
And if you found even one useful idea in today's episode, don't forget to like and subscribe to the English Rise podcast. Your support helps us create more lessons to guide you step by step.
Also, share this episode with a friend who is learning English. Because learning is always easier and more fun when we grow together.
Before you go, remember this. You don't need perfect English to start speaking. You just need the courage to begin.
Fluency is not built in one big moment. It is built in small, brave conversations, day by day.
So wherever you are in your journey right now, keep practicing.
Keep speaking.
And keep rising.
We'll see you in the next episode.